The Zephyrian armada hung in the void like a constellation of death, their crystalline hulls refracting starlight into prismatic warnings. Admiral Kethvar stood on the bridge of the flagship Dominion's edge, his four arms crossed in what his species considered the ultimate gesture of contempt. Through the view screen, the small blue world turned lazily, unaware of the judgment about to fall upon it. "Pathetic," he chittered to his bridge crew. "Look at them. No orbital defenses, no fleet formations, not even a proper planetary shield. They're still using chemical rockets to barely escape their own gravity well." Commander Yiltesh, his tactical officer, flicked her antennae nervously. "Admiral, our scouts report something unusual. The humans have been broadcasting a message on all frequencies since we arrived. Surrender terms already? How wonderfully predictable." Kethvar's mandibles clicked in amusement. "Play it." The bridge speakers crackled to life with a transmission, in the crude human tongue, translated by their systems. "Unknown vessels. This is Earth Defense Command. You have entered restricted space. Please identify yourselves and state your intentions." The Admiral's laughter was a sound like grinding glass. "Earth Defense Command? With what fleet? What weapons?" He gestured dismissively at the tactical display showing Earth's pitiful orbital infrastructure. "Open a channel. Let's educate these primitives about their situation." The transmission went live across all human communication networks. Kethavar's image appeared on every screen, in every city, on every device capable of receiving signals. His alien visage, 8 eyes like black marbles, a mouth full of serrated teeth, skin that seemed to shift between metallic hues, was deliberately chosen to terrify. "Humans of Earth," his voice boomed through the translation matrix. "I am Admiral Kethvar of the Zephyrian hegemony. Your species has been judged inferior and marked for elimination. Your world's resources will be redistributed to more worthy civilizations. You have no defenses that could threaten even one of our ships. Surrender now, and your deaths will be swift." On Earth, in a bunker beneath the Swiss Alps, Dr. Sarah Chen looked up from her console at General Morrison. "Sir, they're scanning our orbital assets. 3 telecommunications satellites, 2 weather monitoring stations, and the ISS." Morrison nodded grimly. "And they missed everything else." "Sir?" Chen's assistant, Lieutenant Torres, looked confused. "We don't have anything else in orbit except for what they can't see," Morrison interrupted. "Dr. Chen, status report on the Damocles network." Chen's fingers danced across her holographic interface. "All 2,847 platforms are online and cloaked. Quantum entanglement communicators functioning at 100% efficiency. Gravitational lensing keeps them invisible to conventional scans. Each platform is, well, they're all ready. High above Earth's atmosphere, invisible to all sensors, the fruits of humanity's most classified project waited in perfect silence. Each Damocles platform was no larger than a smartphone, constructed from programmable matter and powered by miniaturized fusion cores. They had been deployed over the past 5 years, ever since humanity's first contact with the galactic community had revealed the universe's hostile nature. The platforms were invisible not through advanced cloaking technology, but through something far more elegant. They existed in a state of quantum superposition, neither fully in normal space nor completely outside it. Only when activated would they collapse into reality, deliver their payload, and vanish. Back on the flagship, Kethvar was still enjoying his psychological warfare. "Your military broadcasts are amusing, humans. We detect no weapons capable of reaching us at this distance. Our shields could deflect your most powerful nuclear devices. We are 50,000 kilometers from your world, well beyond the range of any projectile you could hope to launch." In the bunker, Morrison smiled coldly. "Dr. Chen, the Admiral seems very confident about distance and projectiles." "Yes, sir. Unfortunately for him, the Damocles platforms don't use projectiles." Chen's hand hovered over the activation switch. "They use controlled singularities." Morrison's expression was stone. "Authorization, Charlie 77 Alpha. Execute Damocles Protocol." Chen's hand fell. In the space around Earth, 2,147 platforms simultaneously collapsed into normal space-time for exactly 0.03 seconds. In that microscopic window, each platform generated a gravitational singularity no larger than a grain of sand, but with the mass of a small asteroid. The singularities were fired not through space, but through the quantum foam itself, arriving at their targets instantaneously, regardless of distance. Admiral Kethvar was in the middle of another threatening proclamation when every ship in his fleet simultaneously ceased to exist. Not destroyed, erased. The micro-singularities passed through their shields as if they weren't there, through their hulls like they were made of paper, and consumed the vessels from within. Matter was compressed beyond the atomic level, collapsed into points of infinite density, then evaporated in flashes of Hawking radiation. The entire armada, 847 ships carrying over 3 million of the galaxy's most feared warriors, was reduced to brief sparkles of light against the cosmic dark. The process took 3.7 seconds. In the sudden silence, Dr. Chen's voice was barely a whisper. "Targets eliminated. All platforms returning to quantum stealth mode." Morrison keyed his microphone. "This is Earth Defense Command to any surviving vessels. Your Admiral was correct about one thing. You were well beyond the range of any projectile we could launch. Fortunately, we don't use projectiles. This is humanity's only warning to whatever civilization sent you. Earth is under our protection. We are not a species that conquers. We are not a species that expands. We are a species that endures, and we will erase anyone who threatens that." The message was broadcast on all frequencies, in all known galactic languages, carried by quantum entangled communicators to every corner of the galaxy. On a dozen worlds, in 100 different species capitals, military leaders who had been planning their own invasions of the primitive world quietly deleted their invasion plans. Earth continued its lazy rotation, peaceful and blue and utterly, terrifyingly patient.